Friday Campus Life. Hope everybody has had a good week. It has certainly been a busy one, and we're all gearing up for welcoming our students back next week. I know Res Life have their arrivals weekend happening from tomorrow, so we have a long tradition of providing award-winning welcome to our students. So lots of excited students and parents arriving in residences from tomorrow. So good luck to the team for that. I'm going to drop up and see the Jordanstown crew tomorrow. So look forward to helping out where I can. Also looking forward to Welcome Week next week. So many of you, thank you so much for all of you who have been putting in so much work to get our welcome pulled together in what has been still relatively uncertain terms and uncertain times. So I really appreciate everybody's efforts to get our services ready to deliver for students. And let's just remind ourselves to, be patient and be understanding of all of your colleagues who are, working hard, as well as, support for your line managers. We don't have all the answers necessarily. So we just appreciate that we're all working this transition back onto campus together. I'd really ask you to use your initiative, use your common sense with a lot of this. Not all the answers are held by us. We're all working it out. So, as per our Campus Life mission and principles, this is about creating thriving campus communities. This is about putting our students first, delivering outstanding customer service, doing our absolute best to do that under, all circumstances, and also being innovative. So a reminder that if, you're not quite sure, think about a solution. Don't just come to us with a problem. So just a real reminder, we're really asking everybody to chip in over this next little while so we can all do our absolute best. So lots of information coming out to everybody in relation to arrangements for semester one. Big communications went out to students on Thursday, just confirming the full return to campus and all the various safety measures in place. Just to clarify some of this, so it's a bit complicated in that students do not have to socially distance from one another, certainly in classrooms, in study spaces and in library spaces, whereas staff do need to continue to maintain a social distance of 1 metre in offices, but also in social spaces between themselves and other staff members, but between themselves and students. So just, I guess, thinking about that, using some common sense, adjusting your approach, making sure you wear a face mask, wherever you can. I know it's not great. I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's difficult sometimes when you're communicating. Make sure you have a visor, the clear visors, as well, if that's helpful in terms of your ability to communicate and you have that 1 metre social distancing. If you do have queries, talk to your peers and your colleagues and your supervisor. But as I said, use common sense in the first instance. Please make sure you read all the communications coming out. They're there to help guide you. So don't rely on just getting somebody else from your team, your manager, to be telling you. Proactively seek out the information first. And then if you are unsure, let us know. So that's about all of that. Other things, just to let you know, the publishing of timetables for students will happen next week. I'm not sure what day. It just says the week of the 13th of September. And I know we've had lots of students trying to get clarity on their timetable. So that information will come out next week. They've all been working very hard behind the scenes to get that together and published. So that will come out. We are also sending out some additional communications to students on Monday, just with, information about the welcome, about things like the travel and free transport between the Belfast and Jordanstown campuses that'll be available, and other things like, just encouraging, off-campus student safety, and all those sorts of messages. If there's something specific you'd like said about your particular area, make sure you let us know and I'll make sure that's included before I sign off those communications going out. I mentioned, patience. Catering is a massive rollout of that new service. Gary and Patty Ann and others are doing their absolute best with this, and I just really, I've just seen a little bit of, comment in relation to it. Guys, this is a massive undertaking in a very short space of time. So I just, want to thank in particular Gary and Patty Ann for the work they're doing with the contractor to get this all mobilised in a very short space of time, including the rollout of vending machines. There may be some teething problems. That's to be expected. The things like pricing of vending, etc. Yes, we need to review it. We will adjust it, but just bear with us. Just be patient, and think about what's the priority right now. Write a little list if there's things you want to contact us about, and we will get back to you. Not all catering will be available, from day one, from next week, particularly not in Belfast, and that's something beyond our control, but we're doing our very best to make sure everybody can get the cup of coffee that they're going to need to get through. And with that, I wanted to also mention Mind Your Mood. So we have a Campus Life Marathon relay team that has been entered for the first weekend of October for the Belfast Marathon. So we'd love your support in raising money for Mind Your Mood. So I will circulate a little link to the Just Giving page. So if you have a chance to contribute to that, that would be great. And that leaves me with the quote of the week, which has come via Nigel Dobson from Mo Farah, marathon runner. And he talks about just believe in yourself. So it's a nice way of finishing off. So have a great weekend, everybody. Best of luck to our ResLife team welcoming students this weekend. Good luck to those that are continuing to work over the weekend in updating signage on campus and doing a whole range of other things. We really appreciate all your efforts. And I look forward to getting around and seeing most of you hopefully on campus next week. Cheers.